Hello, this is going to be like a behind the scenes type video for one of my main channel videos. I don't even know like who watched this channel. This is my second channel, guys. I make all my main content on this channel. It's TheTrevProduction. I've gotten a lot of comments of people who are like, I want to see what actually goes on like behind the scenes of making one of these big crazy videos. So here you go. I'm putting it on this channel because I just want the main channel to be like big videos. This is where I put my small video. Specifically, I filmed quite a bit of behind the scenes stuff for my Disneyland No Lightning Lane speedrun. So that's like what I'm gonna cut between footage of me in the behind the scenes process with that video in mind. That trip that I did the No Lightning Lane speedrun for Disneyland was also the same trip that I did the California Adventure No Lightning Lane speedrun, but all the behind the scenes stuff as far as like post-production goes was filmed for the Disneyland one in mind. So I'm finally sharing this content. I've had it for months now. It's what, March 4th? I filmed a lot of this stuff in August. So here we are. By the way, I don't know if you can hear it, but there's like construction going on outside. So like, apologies if you hear that. I don't know if the mic's picking it up. I guess we'll see. So obviously for like everything video wise, it's usually separated into like 3 different sections. There's pre-production, post-production, there's pre-production, production, and post-production. Pre-production is where we're going to start. For my videos, pre-production is usually divided into 3 different sections. This stage usually lasts about a month and a half to 2 months. It kind of depends. I generally like to have a decent amount of time to really plan out like what I'm doing. And I explained it pretty well in this footage from, I think August 1st is when I filmed this. So let's go back in time to then. So when it comes to planning for these big speedrun videos, or just these big videos in general, I like to give myself like at least a month or like a month and a half to really flesh out the idea and prepare for it, because there's 3 main things that you kind of need to prepare for in post-production, pre-production. Why do I keep saying? There's 3 main things that you need to prepare for. The first part is the content aspect. Like what are you gonna film? What are you doing? If there's stuff that needs to be like kind of scripted, like an intro, that's usually what I start with. Usually the basis of like an idea starts with thumbnail, title, intro. And hold on, let me just show you. Okay, so this is like my filming guide, but before I did that, I made this, which is a basic idea of how I want the title, thumbnail, and intro for the Disneyland video to look. I made like kind of a mock-up idea of what it would look like here. We also have this, which is the California Adventure video, just an idea of what I want the title, thumbnail, and intro to look like here. And that has all been condensed into this, which is a filming guide that I have for both videos. This is for the Disneyland one, this is for the California Adventure one. And it's basically just everything that when I'm there, I need to keep in mind. So it's obviously like, the saying the intro and making sure that that's right, but it's also just making sure that I stay on track when I'm filming. So I have like a lot of notes in there about kind of what the main purpose of the video is, because I kind of have an idea of what it's gonna be like. It's a lot of trying to think of like possible scenarios, like if I get on this ride, what could happen? And then kind of building off from there and figuring out like what interesting, exciting ways to really build the drama, but all of it stemming from the like main idea of the video, which for Disneyland and California Adventure speedrun would be like do all of the rides in less than X amount of hours, because the entire time I'm going to be reminding you throughout the video of that. And I've learned over time that this part of the planning doesn't need to be too extensive. Like it does need to be extensive, obviously, but for a speedrun at least, because I've done them so much and I kind of already know what to expect from them, it's more so just when I'm editing, this is where the creative part is going to go, because when I'm editing, I really don't know exactly what's going to come next. Like I know obviously the rides need to come next, but it's not like, it's not scripted. Like I don't know what's going to happen. So these guides really help keep me on track for like how I think that it's going to go. But then when I'm editing, I can always change things if possible. I like to have these papers printed out, and I'm actually going to print these out soon. I think I need to make a few adjustments to them. So then when I'm filming, and this is going to be like more like before and after the speedrun, I kind of look at this, because during the speedrun I'm going to be too busy. But just making sure that I have all this. The intro I'm going to record the day after I believe, like the day after I do the Disneyland one, and the day before the California Adventure one, because I have like a gap day in between because of the early entry schedule. Which leads us to the second part. This is the first part of pre-production, which is just like planning the content, what the videos are going to be, like what is my idea, all of that. The second part, if it's a speed run, is the logistics of the speed run. So hold up. So you may be wondering, like, how do I even have all this knowledge on riding rides at Disneyland? How do I, like, that's kind of a lot to really keep in your brain. And it's from this. This is my, this is my, like, planned route for Disneyland. And what I do basically is I have this column right here, which is like, what attraction are we doing? How much time it's going to take, like from real time, like I'm starting at 8 a.m. so I'm going to get to Runaway Railway at 8:03 because it'll take like 3 minutes to walk there. Wait time plus load on, load off time, which I believe to be 8 minutes. How long the ride actually is, how much time that is, and then how many minutes is it going to take me to walk to the next ride, which I'm able to figure out by pulling up Google Earth and like measuring the distance between them and then putting in my walking speed and just figuring out how long it's going to take. But anyways, I have a few different predictions down here. Hold on, I've got like, this is a rope drop. I didn't finish this one, I don't think, but this is like what it would look like if I was doing Rise of the Resistance as a rope drop. This is what it would look like if I was doing Indiana Jones as a rope drop. This is what it would look like for Fantasyland. And so I realized that doing it like this, starting with Toontown, is the best way to go. And it has me ending, and this is a really good case scenario. This is like almost best case scenario. It's going to take a little under 12 hours, which is the thesis for the video. So we're going to hope that I get lucky and I am able to do this. And I think it's very possible. So right here is some wait time data that I have. I actually have a few, hold on, I have a few graphs. I got this. This is, I think, all of the rides in one chart. And I was basically able to figure this out or get all of this data from Thrill Data and just copying and pasting everything into it and yeah, just making a giant graph of it. If you're wondering what this ride is, I'm pretty sure it's Rise. Oh no, it's Tiana's by Event. Yeah, Tiana's is a pretty bad ride. I think this is Rise. Yeah, Rise the Resistance. But yeah, I just have like a bunch of different wait time graphs. This is kind of how I'm able to figure out like what is the best order, because I'm just able to look at the graph and figure out like when's the best time to get on this ride and so on and so forth. It takes doing like a good breakdown of this can take a while, because like I said, I'm like measuring out the distance on Google Earth. I actually have some of it right here, like how much miles it's going to take me to walk between some of the rides. Only go through Galaxy's Edge if you haven't done Rise. It's 0.39 if you, yeah, so like this is me like figuring out like the fastest way to walk to the other rides, like what's the fastest route. So there's that too. There's also this, which I kind of need to keep in mind, is like parade times and everything, my walking speed when I think I'm like how fast I think I'm gonna walk. And then all the rides that I think I'm gonna be going on. Big Thunder's still kind of up in the air. We'll see if they put that on the refurb calendar. Also, another part to add to part 2 of the pre-production is just the planning of the trip in general, because I know this is shocking to a lot of people that I've talked to who've met me through my videos. I don't live at Disney. I don't live anywhere. I live like 5 hours away. So when I go and film one of these videos, it's like a genuine trip for me. I have to find like a hotel. I have to like obviously like pay for tickets and whatnot. I did have a magic key at one point, but I had like the cheapest magic key and there was a bunch of blockout dates. So I just stopped doing that. I haven't been to Disneyland since August, since I filmed those 2 videos, which is may not sound like a long time, but for me that's I was going a lot in 2024 specifically. So yeah, I don't know, crazy. But I think I know when I'm going to go next. I think it's going to be in May of this year. It's currently March. Not sure yet if that's the locked in date. I think it is though. But yeah, I need to like plan the trip. I need to like figure out like how much days I need to take off of work, what day I'm going to drive there, what day I'm going to drive back, stuff like that. That goes into just planning a regular Disney trip. But yeah, essentially this is like it's the second step in the pre-production for a speedrun. You kind of need to like actually know what you're doing for the speedrun so that you can talk on it like while you're filming, so that you have content for it, but also so that you can actually make the video. So that's the third part, or the second part of filming one of these big videos. And that second part would look a little bit different if you weren't doing a speed run. Like I did like a challenges video where I like did a bunch of like viewer suggested challenges, and that would just be like researching beforehand, making sure that I'm actually able to do some of the challenges, figuring out like where is the best place to film it, and just, you know, stuff like that. The third part of planning one of these videos is making sure that your cameras are good. Okay, so for the next part of the pre-production plan, I want to show you guys all of my gear that I use to film with. And I think I actually did show this in a different video on this channel, but it's kind of changed a little bit, and I think it makes sense in the context of this video. And I think this can be helpful for a lot of people. So this is the main camera that I use to film. It's the DJI Pocket 3. It is like, I love this camera so much. I love this camera so much, guys. This is not sponsored, by the way. Hey, this is not sponsored. DJI did not pay me to do this. So look, it's got like a gimbal thing. And what I love about this thing is that you can flip it. Like it flips just by pressing 3 buttons, or pressing the button 3 times. It's got the gimbal, so it like stabilizes everything. It's so awesome. I'm actually in love with this thing. What I usually use this for is like, you know, obviously handheld stuff. And I also love how small it is, because I used to use, for like my handheld camera that I would use, would either be, I would sometimes use my phone, or I would use one of the GoPros. But those cameras are like really big compared to this. Like this is just it's just a little guy. Like, I don't know. It's a lot nicer. It's not as like intrusive, I feel like, when I do this out in public. So it's really awesome. I love this camera so much, for real. This camera, where is it? Here it is. This camera right here is my Hero 8 GoPro. I bought this thing like 3 years ago for like $200. I've gotten like so much worth out of this thing. It's insane. This is usually the camera that you're going to see mounted to my shoulder when I'm filming these videos. I used to also have a chest mount. That's what I filmed, I think, like my first couple videos on, but then I got a shoulder mount because I usually like to use the like mount on me to like film POV footage of the actual ride that I'm riding at Disneyland, but shoulder just works better because it's a little bit more eye level. Like sometimes on the chest, it would just be filming whatever's in front of me, and it wouldn't really get a good clear shot of the ride. What I usually do when I film a speedrun video is I have this camera like rolling the whole time, which is kind of insane. What I usually will do to make that happen is, these are the SD cards that I use. It's specifically this kind. I don't know if it's going to focus. I don't think it's going to focus. It's a SanDisk Extreme. It's the A2 version. I'll throw a picture of it up somewhere. I don't know. This is 512 gigabytes. Which is kind of insane. I think GoPro officially recommends that you only do up to 256 gigabyte SD cards, but I put this one into this and it worked perfectly fine. In fact, I even saw online people saying that they put like a whole terabyte into this thing and it works perfectly fine. So I don't know. And the only reason I do that is because when I film, I usually film in like 2.7K quality. It's like half of 4K. Think of like 4K, but like about half and a little bit more. I'm obviously going to need a lot of space on a card. And if I'm filming on this thing for the entire day, like that's going to fill up really quickly. And I usually, especially for speedruns, don't like to have to switch out like batteries or SD cards because I'm busy trying to ride the rides. I usually am trying my best not to think about the fact that I'm even filming. It's filmed in 2.7K, by the way, because when I upload the video, I usually upload it in 1440p because I like it to be a little bit better than 1080p, because 1080p is like, it looks good on your phone, but it doesn't really look good on like a TV. And even 1440p probably doesn't look like amazing on a TV, but it's like a little bit better. So I don't know. That's just what I usually opt to do. And if I film in 2.7K, then it gives me some room to like zoom in post-production if I need to, without it looking all grainy and weird. So that's why I usually film in that quality. And you may be wondering, okay, well, how do you not switch out the batteries? Obviously you need to do that. And the way I do that is actually with, where is it? It's around here. These things right here. This is an external battery. These things are beasts. I have, I think, like 6 or 7 of the. No, we're not putting that in the cut. I have like probably 7 or 8 of these, and I have to literally label them by letter so that I like know which is which, because like I just have so many of them. It'll show a battery percentage right here, which is like the main reason why I wanted these, is because if I'm using it's like the main power source obviously for the camera. So if it's gonna die, like I need to know. So I can look at it and be like, oh, okay, it's got like 15% left. I should probably think about like switching it out soon. But usually what I'll do is like, I'll have this plugged in to this thing. And it's important that the cord is USB-C 3.0. It's usually going to be like blue on the inside. You have to have it at least 3.0 because it's not going to like, it's just not going to work if it's not 3.0. I learned that one when testing out for the first video. I was like, oh, the camera just shut off. That was weird. Another thing that I like to have is a lav mic. Sorry, I have like so many things on my desk right now. It's kind of insane. I like to have a lav mic. This is the main lav mic that I use. And I usually opt to use a corded one because like I said, this camera during a speedrun is filming the entire day. So if I can just have a corded one and just plug it in, then it's going to record all of like everything that I say so that I don't have to have like a separate mic and like have to sync it up and everything. I do have that though. I do have, because I did need to do that for like when I had Jeffrey filming with me and I needed to hear his voice. I had to get another thing for that. But anyways, it's helpful though because I don't have to use like an external lav mic that would be like wireless and would have to like, you know, have a battery life and everything. Which I do have one of those too. This is pretty good. I used this during the California Adventure No Lightning Lane speedrun. And I just kind of like intermittently use, because this has better like noise reduction on it. So that's like parts of the video where there was just a lot happening, then I would use the audio from this thing. It's just that it sucks that this thing, like, it only lasts, I don't know, like maybe 5 hours. So I can't use this for like a full 12-hour long speed run or something like that. But this is a new camera though that I just got for Christmas. It's a DJI Action 4. I got another DJI camera. I know, crazy, but I really like this. I've tested with this. I haven't filmed a main channel video with it yet, but I'm probably going to, or no, I definitely am going to use this during the Both Parks speedrun. I really like this because there's a setting on it where you can basically make it so that it stabilizes like the, I don't know, there's probably like proper terms for this. I don't know. It basically makes it so that if you're holding it like this, it'll still have like a straightforward picture. And it also obviously stabilizes everything. So when I'm walking and I have it on my shoulder and it's sometimes like a little bit tilted, like I've noticed that in the footage with my GoPro, then I don't have to rotate the frame in post, which I will sometimes do, because then I have to like zoom in so that it actually like captures the entire frame and it just doesn't really look that good. It looks all zoomed in and weird, but this like fixes that. So I love that. But anyways, yeah, that's what I use to film. Mainly what I do for this section of post-production is I like revisit all of my camera equipment, make sure that it's all working, because sometimes it's not working. Make sure everything's working, make sure everything's looking good. I'll usually like film some stuff, like I'll go out to like a park or something, I'll film some stuff, I'll put it into Premiere Pro and just make sure everything looks like how I want it to look. And if there's any issues that come up with it, then like I address those first, make sure to fix it. Okay, now pre-production is over. It is time to actually do the production aspect of making one of these videos. So like I said, I don't live at Disney. So this would involve me driving to Disney. I have to go to Disneyland now. So let's cut to that. Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Today's our driving day. We're not speedrunning anything today. I think I'm gonna get to Disneyland at about 3 p.m., which actually kind of sucks because I can't check into my hotel until 4. So I don't know. We'll see what happens when I get there. There might be some traffic, but probably not, because it is a Saturday, and usually with LA traffic, it doesn't, like, traffic's not really going to be an issue. Anyways, I will pick up the camera whenever I feel like it. Bye. Hey, what's up? I made it. We're at Disney. Look, we're at Disney. I should probably turn off this copyright music. Hold on. I was listening to Tyler, the Creator. We made it to Disneyland. Yay. I have like, what, 45 minutes until I can even check into my hotel. So I'm going to go get some gas because I'm going to need that like at some point. So I might as well just do it now. Okay, I'm here. I've been here for like 2 hours at this point, actually. This is my room. They actually gave me like a bigger room. It was just gonna be a room with like one bed, but they were like, hey, let's just give him 2 beds, why not? So that's cool. I've been here for like 2 hours, just kind of like, I don't know, laying down, relaxing, not really doing much, but I think I'm gonna go into the park, or not the park, I'm gonna go into downtown Disney in a second. But first, I wanna set up all of my like stuff. So I have a lot of water bottles here, hold up. So I have a lot of water bottles here. I actually like literally, hold up. I just bought like a whole thing of water bottles at Target, and they gave these to me for free because why not? So I'm gonna throw all these in this little fridge that they have here. This is all of my water bottles. And I have these 2 big ones that they just gave me. So we're just gonna keep them in there. I have all my camera stuff too. I don't know if I should wait to set that up like tonight when I come back from downtown Disney, or if I should just do it now. This right here is where I have all my stuff, and that is where I'm going to, like, I'm gonna take that, obviously. Here, you know, I'll set this up right now. I won't plug anything in yet, but I just want to set it up because I am gonna have to go to sleep kind of late tonight, or early tonight. I'm gonna have to go to sleep at like 8:45 probably, because I have to wake up at 4:45 tomorrow. That's what I just figured out. I brought this. I usually always bring a charging strip, because I'm always like, I always just get paranoid that there's not going to be enough like outlets in a room. So I think now that I'm like actually here, I think I am starting to get a little bit nervous, because I'm like starting to really realize, like, dude, this could take until like literally like midnight tomorrow. Like, I could be at it the entire day, which is a little scary to think about, but I'm excited though. It'll be fun. It's just gonna be crazy. I think, honestly, okay, the more I think about it, the more like chill I feel when I know tomorrow's Sunday. Sundays are historically very good days at Disneyland. And even recent data that I've looked at, like the last Sunday, the average was like 23 minutes per ride, or like the average wait of like all rides at Disneyland was 23 minutes, which is pretty good. Like bad would be like 40 minutes, or like in the high 30s. High 20s is usually what I've been speed running in. By the way, these brown bags, I have an extra pair of socks in here just in case Tiana's messes us up tomorrow. These paper bags that I got, it's like little gift bags, right? But the plan for the speed run tomorrow is that when I need to eat food, I'm just gonna put whatever they give me on the tray into this bag, and I can take it in line with me. I've really thought about this. I'm like, how do I want to maximize my time at Disney? I also have some snacks just in case I get hungry. I filled this up with ice in the morning. It still has ice in it. This is not sponsored, by the way. This is just me with an Awala. This is 8 ounces, so I'm curious about like how much this actually fills. I guess we'll see. This is my plan for water for the speed run, because I want to have cold water. So I think the plan for tomorrow, to get ice, I'm just gonna go to there's like a coffee bean nearby. I'm gonna go to the coffee bean before and just ask them to fill it all the way up with ice. We're gonna go to Earl of Sandwich for dinner, because Earl of Sandwich, I had it last year before my speed run, like the night before my speed run that I did last year, and it was really good, and that was the last time I had it. And I'm just gonna go there again, because why not? It was so good. Like, and it's cheap too. Like, it's good and it's cheap. And also I can just get the sandwich and I just have water for a drink. Like, I'll get drinks when I go to Trader Sam's later. Okay, if you want to see more footage from this night, you can check out the vlog. I'll put it up whenever it's done. I don't know when I'm gonna post it, but like whenever it's up, I have footage of that. It just doesn't really make sense to put that in a behind the scenes video. Anyways, I was just thinking about, though, I don't know, just how cool it is that I even get to make these videos. I know a lot of people, even like that I talk to in my personal life, who are like, I've never been to Disneyland, or I've been like one time when I was like a little kid, and I've been able to go, God, just over the past 2 years, like so many times. And the fact that like I get to like think of these really crazy videos and make them, it's just really cool. And the fact that people actually watch them and care enough to watch them, and like I feel like I'm doing something for the community, because it's like there's no other Disneyland videos like this. Like I'm crazy. I'm really privileged too, because like I said, like I've been to Disneyland so many times just over the past 2 years. I remember when I was like in high school, and like I would really want to go, but like, you know, it's like I didn't really have any money. Like I could ask my parents like, hey, we should go, but it was just up to them if they like really were like, oh, we don't want to go, it's too expensive. But now it's like, I work when I'm not making these videos. I work just regardless. So now I can pay for my own Disney trips. Yay. And I'm doing this all by myself. No one else is helping me. I mean, sometimes I have Jeffrey helping me, but usually, like, you know, he just helps me for the day that I film, and then like when I'm editing, it's just me editing. Like I just lock in and I edit the whole thing. But yeah, I'm really excited for tomorrow, because honestly, no matter what happens, even if things go terrible, it's still gonna be good content. And I gotta remember that. Okay, in the hotel. What was I saying about just, I don't know, just about everything. I mean, I feel like the fact that I even get to do this, like if you were to tell me 2 years ago like, hey, this crazy Disneyland speedrun idea that you have, like, because I thought of that idea maybe back in like December of 2022. Yeah, that crazy idea that you have, like, it's gonna work out. It's not like, obviously it's not like I make this for a living. That was like that's like my wildest dreams, is like, hey, maybe I could do this for a living. But like, you know, that's kind of crazy to think about. But I don't know, just the fact that like my last speedrun video, which at this point came out almost a year ago, honestly, because it came out in like November, but that video got like 180,000 views. That's so much more views than I ever thought I'd ever get, and it's just cool. I don't know, because I feel like I put so much work into these videos, and every time I try to make them better, this video I'm gonna try to make it better, and it's just like, I don't know, it's like accomplishing to see how far I've gone, just from like being obsessed with Disney as a kid to like still being obsessed as a teenager, and being so excited when like Galaxy's Edge opened and being like, I need to go there, oh my god, it's like the coolest thing. Like, it was like, not that I don't like Disney as much as I did then, but I'd be lying if I said that it was as magical as it was then. Like, bro, that was like, and honestly it's because I've gone so much recently, but that was like I know how it feels for the average viewer who only gets to go to Disneyland like, I don't know, once in a blue moon, because that's what it was like for me, and wanting so badly to go. And I remember going to Galaxy's Edge for the first time, going on Rise of the Resistance for the first time. But yeah, just like during the pandemic, making my Disney film videos, and then having that be the start of like college for me, and doing that for like the first couple years of college, and then being like, you know what, I kind of want to pivot, make these Disneyland videos. And it's just cool. I don't know. It's cool that I still get to do this. I'm very blessed that I get to do this, because it's a really cool hobby. It's a cool thing to tell people too. Like, my hobby is making Disneyland videos, and I don't live anywhere near Disneyland. Anyways, I'll shut up now. Well, actually, no, I won't shut up, because now I have to show you. I'm gonna plug in all the stuff, all of this stuff I need to plug in. Not my shoes, but you know, all of the stuff I'm gonna plug in. So let me just do that real quick. Okay, it's all charging right now. It's not that much, because honestly, I looked at all these batteries. They're all at 100% right now. So these three are good. These two are, that one's at like 89, that one's at 72. And then this is charging too. This is for the camera that I'm using right now. I need to charge this camera because it's at 13% right now. Crazy. With that, I think I'm gonna turn this camera off and I'm gonna go to sleep. And tomorrow I'll be up at 4:45 a.m. to get ready. Crazy. I'm like nervous, but I'm also excited. I'm gonna be nervous when I wake up tomorrow. I'm gonna be nervous until I have the cameras on and until I'm rope dropping. Once I'm rope dropping, I'm not gonna be nervous. I'm gonna be locked in. It's just the before part that's scary, because it's where if I mess up, then I mess up like bad. But I'm not gonna mess up. I'll wake up in time. Okay, anyways, bye. Good morning. It's 5:42. It's 5:42 right now. I'm actually gonna leave in just a second so that we can get to the coffee bean. This is my backpack. It's like very big and heavy, but everything's in here. So I'm gonna take out some of the stuff when I'm actually doing the challenge, but that I have to carry all of this around with me to 32 rides today. So that's fun. I'm eating right now. I'm also looking over this because this is like the paper. I have another copy of this in my backpack, but this is just the filming guide that I created for this, so I'm just trying to like go over it. Okay, we're off. We're gonna hit up Coffee Bean and then get over to the entrance. So the entrance that I'm going towards is the Harbor Boulevard entrance. When you're speed running, that's usually where you should go. It's the closest one to the Esplanade. I'm really trying to appreciate the fact that right now at least I don't need to be walking fast. Okay, made the stop to Coffee Bean. I didn't get any coffee. I was thinking about it, but I was like, no, I don't need it. We are now headed to the Harbor Boulevard entrance. But anyways, so we're gonna wait at this Harbor Boulevard entrance for about 20 minutes, and then they're gonna open the front gates. We're gonna be let in. We'll wait for another 30 minutes, then they'll let us through security. Wait for another 30 minutes, and then we'll go through the main gates, and then wait for another 30 minutes, and then we're rope dropping. We've arrived at the harbor entrance. And yeah, look, the gates are closed right now. We've got 2 other people waiting right now. Okay, I didn't film this part, but like a really important part of doing one of these speed runs is that after I go through security is like always when I start gearing up and getting all the camera stuff on me. That little sliver of time between I go through security and they open the gates to Disneyland is when I will be putting on all the GoPro stuff. I'll like get in line for my entrance gate at Disneyland, and then I'll like go in my backpack and take this thing out, put the camera on it, and make sure all the cords are like not looking too crazy. So for a speedrun video, usually how I do it is I have one day where I do the actual speed run, and then I have another day where I film like pickup shots and like the intro and everything. It was a little different for this trip because I was doing like one day Disneyland, one day California Adventure. So I didn't do like a whole lot of pickup shots. I did do some. I think in like Fantasyland, I filmed some pickup shots. I don't know what order. I mean, I have an idea of what order I'm going to do the rides in, but I don't really know until after I've done the speed run. So that's why like the next day I'll go in and I'll like walk around the park around the time of day that I was doing those rides during the speed run so that I can like cut to that in the video if I need to. I've done it so many times and sometimes I don't even notice. I'll be editing and I'll be like, oh, this was from the other day. I didn't even realize. This is also where I obviously filmed the intro. I think I actually do have some footage of me filming both intros for both the Disneyland and California Adventure speedruns. We'll show that footage right now. Good morning. It is now the next day. This camera's at low battery. I literally charged it overnight. It wasn't plugged in right, probably. I don't know. We're walking to the Esplanade. I'm not going into the parks today, but we're walking to the Esplanade because I need to film both the intros for both videos. I brought the backpack with me because I brought my other shirt that I need to put on to film the other intro, which is kind of funny. I'm wearing the same shirt as yesterday. Kind of gross, but you know, it is what it is. Disneyland is going to be the harder one to figure out how to set up because I want to prop it. California Adventure would be pretty easy. Disneyland, not so much, because there's a lot of trees and the monorail blocking it. I have to do Disneyland first too because I have the Disneyland shirt on right now, so. But yeah, usually I'll have like full pickup shot days where I film. Sometimes I'll wear the same shirt just for continuity's sake, which kind of gross, I know, but I'm not that gross. I'll usually like have another t-shirt in my backpack that I'll switch into. It's mainly for like any of the scripted elements or like stuff where I actually need to have my face on camera, just so that like, you know, you would instantly notice like, oh, your shirt was like blue. Why is it white now? I'm so confused. I think the biggest example of like a scripted element would be like the Lightning McQueen Croc section of my first California Adventure speedrun. That was something we filmed on the second day. We did not film that in line for Luigi's Rollickin' Roaster. We were too locked in. Like that's why I usually book another days, because like I know that I'm not thinking about what I'm filming that day. I'm just trying to get on the rides and I'm trying to make good content obviously, but I'm trying to just like do this as quickly as possible. The next day I can like be a little bit more relaxed and just like walk around filming stuff. That's usually how it goes. Okay, so we've gone through pre-production, we've gone through production. Now I'm back home. I have all this footage now. It's time for post-production. This is the longest and most painful part of the entire process, if I'm being honest. And it's honestly like that because I have such an insane like attention to detail where like I need every second to be good and to look good on screen. So I will like, there are times where I will spend like a whole day just on like 5 seconds and I'll be like, wow, it looks so good now, but like the whole day's gone and I only got 5 seconds of editing in. Generally this section will take it depends on the video, but it'll take like 1 month to 3, maybe 4 months. It really depends on like what's going on in my life, because I think the shortest this process has taken for me is during the challenges video, because I filmed that video like right after a semester ended for me and I didn't really have anything going on that summer. I was just like going to work and editing and hanging out with friends, but like it was mainly just those things. So like I could just go to work, come home, edit for like 8 hours. And I got that video out in like a month. It was also like a shorter video too. So that's also why. Generally this section will take like, it'll take like 3 months sometimes. It's kind of crazy. For the Disneyland No Lighting Lane speedrun, it took from like what, mid-August to mid-October, which is actually only like 2 months. It's not even that bad, especially for how long that video ended up being. Like I was really locked in. I was also really trying to get the video done before I was going to go on like this big trip for a week. And I had that motivator going on for me. So I was very, very locked in, because sometimes I'll have to juggle like work and school and editing the video and, you know, trying to have a social life. That's why it varies. That's why it takes so long for me to upload. I apologize. That combined with the fact that I don't live that close to Disney, that like I'm really working with what I have here. Okay, guys. But I filmed a lot during that process of me editing. So I'm going to show some of those clips and like butt in to like kind of talk about like what is actually going on. So here you go. Hello, welcome to more post-production, or this is actually the first post-production video that I'm making for this. Whoa, crazy. I just wanted to show you that I have all of the footage from the GoPro that was on my shoulder. Right now I'm creating proxies for it. Everything that's on here, all of the footage and the Adobe project, I have saved to this right here, which is a external hard drive, so that basically I can plug this into like my laptop too, and I can work on this on my laptop. And also so it doesn't take up too much space, because this is like 0.5 terabyte of footage that I'm working with right now. Once it's done creating the proxy jobs, like it has to go through every clip, which I've labeled in order and gave a description of what's in it. So like the carousel cue, the carousel, the Columbia queue. Once it all loads in, then it's going to start creating the proxies, and it should give me a time of like how long it's going to take all of this to create proxies for, and it's probably going to be something crazy like 15 hours. So I guess we'll see. Okay, you know, maybe this won't take as long as I thought it would, because there's 64, actually I guess technically 65, and it's taking maybe a little over 5 minutes per per clip, and all the clips are like the same length, so that shouldn't affect it. So this will probably take maybe 5.5 hours, maybe 6 hours. By the way, proxies, what they do is they basically just take your footage and they cut it, like they just cut the quality, make the quality garbage, so that while you're editing you use those instead of like the full 2.7K footage. And it makes editing a lot faster. This will help a lot when I'm on my laptop, not so much on this PC, because my PC can probably handle it, but yeah, this is gonna take a little bit. This was the first clip. This was like right before rope drop, so that's cool. Hello. Okay, it's the what do I call it, like just the sync everything. I have to sync all of the footage basically together. Good news is there's not a whole lot of different channels that I'm working with, but I am working with quite a bit. So this right here is the GoPro, okay? All of the blue footage, that's the GoPro. I've put that all on the timeline right now, and I've synced it to the time code so that it's like an accurate representation of like how far in the speedrun I am, okay? And then I also labeled each of the clips, because all of the clips that I have here, like look, they're all like labeled like in order. So that I know which clip like this one's coming from, so that when I'm editing, if I find this and I want to pull something from this, I know where to go. I've done that with the GoPro. It wasn't that hard because it was recording the whole thing. There's only one part at the very end where it cuts off, and it's because I was using the restroom. So that's kind of funny. I now have to do all of that, but with the DJI camera, and put it in the opposite corner right here so that it's all synced together. Only issue is that the DJI camera has 169 clips during the speedrun. There's a little more, but this is like where it ends right here. I have to label every single thing for 169 different clips, and I was not continuously recording with the camera. So I'm going to have to synchronize them all together within this. Now, it's not that difficult to do. Here, you know what, I'll show you it right now. It's actually not that difficult to do, because Premiere Pro has a way of doing this automatically. The only issue is that it sometimes just doesn't work. So this is, I think, just a small clip from Matterhorn. So if I was on Matterhorn, it would have had to be like right around here. So I click on this, and then I can do synchronize, and it's gonna sync it based on the audio, but look, it might mess it up, we'll see. Okay, look, so see, it just messed it up. It moved that clip. I don't want to move this clip, because if I move it, then it's going to screw up the time of everything. So I have to undo this, and then I have to retry it. I have to move it around until I figure out where I think it's supposed to be synchronized. Okay, there. So that just did, hold on. Oh, wait, that did it, right? Yeah, that just did what I wanted it to do. So basically, this clip needs to be behind wherever it needs to go for it to work. If it's in front, then it's going to shift the other one. Now that I have that, I can now take this and copy it over, make it a little bit smaller, change the DJI thing to 02, because this is the second clip. And I have to do that for 169 clips. So yeah, wish me luck. This is gonna take a while, but once I have this done, I was about to say then we can start actually editing, but that's not even the truth. We can't edit yet. We then have to go through the 12-hour footage and annotate everything, and then we can start editing. I am here editing. Well, actually, no, we're not editing yet. So I can't edit yet because I need to know what I'm working with. So I have this up. It's like the entire video, 12 hours long. So I'm going to annotate the entire video. I'm going to go through all, sorry, I have a band-aid on my finger, so it looks kind of weird. I'm going to go through all 12 hours and 40 minutes of footage, and I'm going to basically write down the timestamps of like, this is what I'm saying, this is what I'm doing, so that I know what I'm working with when I'm editing, and I like can pull from that. Yeah, hopefully that makes sense. If not, I just have to go through 12 hours and 40 minutes of footage and just write down the important stuff that I say that I think will make it into the final video. I have it on 1.5 speed just so that I'm not actually taking 12 hours, but it's still gonna take a while. I'm not gonna have this done by today. This is gonna take a few days. Like, it might even take a whole week to go through this, which is fine. Oh my god, this is not for the weak, you guys. I'm barely even like an hour and 39 minutes in. Got a lot of notes down, so that's good. Again, I don't even expect to have this done by today. This is like, I can't edit until I do this, so that's why I'm like, I just need to do this. It's annoying and it takes so long, and it's frustrating too, because it's like, I just kind of want to get started editing, because I like this is still very recent in my memory, this happening, so it's like, let me just start editing, but I can't until I do this. But it's okay, once this is done, this is gonna help me so much. Okay, I did it. I went through all of the footage, and we now have 12 hours of the footage. This is crazy. Okay. So now I just need to like start editing, which is the hardest part, honestly. But first I need to find some music to edit to, and then we'll get into actually making the video. But at least now I have annotations of what actually happens in the footage that I have, so that's good. We have now done everything that we can. We now need to actually start editing. So I have everything set up right here. I have this sequence, which is basically just the entire speed run, but like I chopped it so that like the actual time here is like the correct time on here, so that it makes it easier to find clips that I need to find. Right here, the entire speed run annotated, 28 pages of it. This is what I'm gonna be pulling from. This is by far the hardest part of editing. It might take me a month and a half to get through this part. It's creating the skeleton of the video. I have a bunch of music that I found right here, so hopefully some of it inspires me to like actually make something cool. But basically what I have to do is I have to basically create everything that's going to be in the video final. So this basically means combining all of the music and the in-person videos with any written voiceover that I do. Basically just tell the entire story. That doesn't mean that I need to have like graphics done, all of the like effects that I'm gonna do. None of that has to be finished. I just have to like put maybe like a text thing that says put the map here, like, you know, something like that, and I'll know what that means, and I'll leave notes in this document over here, like what I want to actually put in it. I just need to create the skeleton, which is basically just like the bare bones of the video. Usually it's mostly just the audio. I just need to make the audio. It's not even going to be polished or good. There's going to be sound effects missing. There's going to be like the audio mixing is going to be garbage. It's going to probably sound like crap, but we just need to make the video start to finish so that I know what's going to be in it. And then from there we go back and we polish it. We add the map, we add all the effects. But yeah, this is the hardest part because it's the part that like I have to actually use my brain to to do. I have to like really think about like, okay, how am I doing this? How am I gonna tell this story basically? And it's I'm not gonna lie, it's been a little bit since I've done this, so it might take a little bit, but it's all right. We got time. Oh my god, you guys. Okay, I think I just cracked the code. So I'm sitting here wondering, how am I going to do the rides? I already did a video where I ranked all of the rides when I was on them. So like just re-ranking them would seem kind of repetitive. So what do? I've been wondering for a while, how am I going to do that part? I figured out what I'm going to do. I'm going to, because this video is like a no lighting lane speedrun, it's going to be a lot of like how the heck did he get on that ride so quickly? What the hell? That's insane. So when I'm on the rides, the voiceover part is going to be me explaining how you can beat the weight of it and ranking it based on how easy it is to beat the weight
on the ride. So like, for example, like I'm doing Runaway Railway right now. I'm saying like Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway generally has long waits in the afternoon. However, in the first couple of hours, it's relatively low compared to other bigger rides, which means that it's a perfect one to hit like right after, like, or right around like 9 o'clock. And so I'd put that maybe in around like C tier, because like it's still decent as far as beating the wait goes. But it's good because, one, it gives me an it gives me an excuse to actually put those wait time graphs that I have in Excel on screen, because like I've been wanting to do that for a long time, is like be really crazy with it and show like the wait time data, and I can finally do that now because I'm just going to do that for every ride. Two, I feel like what I thought was so genius about the last video was that like I was explaining like what was on the rides, because I was like, I'm sure people want to know that. And I was like, dude, I'm never going to be able to catch that again, because like I can't just do the same thing again. But what I realize now is that no, this is perfect, because when you're watching a video about like no lighting lane, you're already wondering like, how are you beating all the wait times? I want to beat the wait times when I'm at Disneyland. I don't want to pay money to do it. So this is me explaining like, this is how you can do it. It gives a purpose for like what's happening on the actual rides, as opposed to the main story, because that's kind of like the B story. The main A story is like the in-between of all the rides. That's what I think is really interesting about editing a Disneyland speedrun. Most of the footage that I use is in between the rides, or like in line for a ride. It's not even like the rides themselves. And even when I'm doing a speedrun, I'm not even like, obviously I'm there, I'm paying attention to the rides, I'm having fun on the rides, but like going on the rides is like an afterthought. It's the going between the rides and the planning how to get on the next ride that's like the main part of a speedrun, which is such a weird way of doing Disneyland. And I think it really shows well in the videos. I think what I'm starting to realize very, very quickly is that if I edit this video the same way that I edit the last video, this is very quickly going to be a very, very long video, because that video I did 29 rides. The video came out to be about 37 minutes long. This video I did 32 rides, so it's probably going to be at least 40 minutes. It might be like a 45-minute long video, which I guess is okay. Maybe it's good that it's a long video, because I think a lot of people do like the new meta on YouTube is to make videos like more story driven and longer. So I think I'm making this at the perfect time, but it's just like, it's also going to take forever to edit, so I don't know, we'll see. It's gonna be kind of a long video, but it's okay. Hopefully it's good. I'm just gonna keep editing. I'm not gonna think too hard about it, and I'm just gonna hope that it's a good video. Anyways, just wanted to update you on that. Yeah. Hey, what's up, guys? Good day. Good day. I was about to say good morning, but it's 8 p.m. at night. I just wanted to do a quick update to say that the video is starting to look like a video. Like, whoa, that looks like a video. Isn't that cool? But then hold on, there's these parts right here where I have like directions for myself. So I marked them in red. Those are parts that I need to like fix. And this is like an idea of what I want for this part for right here. But at least it's looking like a video. Like there's like, it's not just like two different pictures like two different like video sources. Like it actually looks like a video now. So we have the tier list. Look at it, like moves and stuff. Whoa, that's so cool. But yeah, now from here I need to just like I need to go through all the red parts and put in the red parts, which is going to be a lot of the map, and then other stuff, other graphics and micro goals that I really have to keep in mind. I have to put in the micro goals. I have to put in the time. I need to put in the time. I need to put in the like the ride completion list, and there's just a bunch of more stuff and sound effects. I haven't done anything for sound effects yet, so it's not quite there yet. But at least like if this were to be posted on YouTube, it would look like a video. It's not quite there yet, but it's getting there. Oh, and I also need to completely redo all of the voiceover, because all of this is temp voiceover. But once all that's done, then hopefully the video will be done and ready to go. Looking at the calendar here, it is September 23rd as I record this. It would be really cool if I had the video done and completed by this day, October 17th, because I go to a concert that day, and then this whole week I'm gonna be like out of town because I have like a couple other concerts I'm going to. So like it would be really nice if I could get the video done by then. I don't know if I can do that though, because this isn't the only thing that I do. I have a life. However, I don't have work for like the next couple days, so we'll see.
we'll see if I can lock in and maybe get this done in time. I don't know. If not, I'm not gonna rush this thing because I know I have a really good video. I feel bad for the fans because I've seen a bunch of comments of people saying like, oh, I want to see more videos from you. And it's like, guys, I have a really good video. It's just a work in like, I can't post this yet, okay? It's 42 minutes long. Trust me, once this video drops, you guys will be like fed well. But I can't post it yet. It's not done yet. It's probably more than halfway done at this point. There's just a lot more. There's so much more work I have to do. Now that I have to do the map is kind of entertaining. So I think I'll be good. But yeah, we'll see. Anyways, goodbye. I wanted to document this part because like I was just watching over the video and I was like, whoa, this looks really good. Like I'm actually really proud of this so far. It's not done yet. There's still a lot more work that needs to be done. As you can see, I've only actually gone through with the map and like putting in graphics and stuff for only like 7 minutes of the video. I still have to go through this whole area and put more stuff in. Once I do that, it's gonna start looking really good. And it's just, it's gonna take a long time. I'm hoping that maybe I can get this done before the 17th, or I can have this done in time for the 17th, October 17th. It's currently September 27th. But that's like, I probably want to get it done at least before then because I got to make the TikToks and the thumbnails and stuff for this video, which is going to be a whole different thing. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, we have done it. The video's not done yet. It's not done yet, but we like this video is actually looking like a video now. Like if I posted this, it would be pretty good. It's still not quite there. There are still some things that I need to do. So like I have the map now. The map is done. Look at that. That's the map. Whoa, it looks so cool. I put in all of the micro goals. So like, oh, objective complete section 2 in 4 hours, and then I got like a timer for it. So I have all the micro goals in there too. A lot of the sound effects are in there, but not all of them. I still need to add more sound effects just like throughout the video. A lot of the work's done. The main thing that I need to do still, like look at this. This actually looks like a freaking video, bro. Holy crap, no way. The only thing that I really need to do is like throughout the video, I was kind of like saying like, oh, this ride has this like wait time expectation. And I want to back that up using data. So this right here is my Excel spreadsheet of a bunch of Disneyland data. And I think I have more, like I have so many graphs. It's kind of actually a little absurd. I need to basically through Excel make a bunch of different graphs and make them look pretty and then put those on screen where they need to be. Another thing that I need to do, and it's actually kind of crazy, I could have done this before, but I was actually going to do this last week, but then I got sick and I couldn't do it. All of this voiceover, all of the green is temp voiceover. I need to get it to actually be good voiceover, which is what I'm going to do like soon. This is the script that I have to go off of. So it goes from what, page 7 all the way down to, oh my God, it keeps going. Oh, there it goes. 26. Page 7 to page 26. That's crazy. But yeah, I need to like record that and then put it into all the little gaps. Then from there, I just need to like go through the video, make sure that like everything's there, because there may I may have missed a thing or two. Put in the sound effects that I want to put in. And then I need to go through the video and blur out the faces of kids, because that's just, I don't know, there's just something that I do. If I'm going to spend this much time editing, I might as well just do that. And then I need to mix the audio, which can be kind of annoying. It takes like a few hours. I just need to like pick an audio base level and then just edit it, like just edit everything to that. And it's just really tedious. It's honestly not the end of the world. It's just really tedious and annoying. But then once all that's done, the video is going to be done, I think. Like that's when the video is actually done. And then I need to make thumbnails, which I have one thumbnail in mind, but I need to make like probably 3 or 4. And then I need to make TikToks. And I don't need to go too crazy with the TikToks. I just need to make like a handful probably. Then I need to like actually like set everything up, like have all the files ready and have the video unlisted on YouTube. Looking at the timeline of it all, it is currently October 2nd. This is the day realistically that I would like to get the video out. I think that's very possible. There's still a lot more work to be done, but I think it's very possible.
to do that. Like a week ago, I was saying like, oh, it would be nice if I can get the video out by then, but I was like not entirely sure if that was going to be possible. Now I'm like, oh yeah, it's probably possible. I could probably do it. I just need to like lock in. But yeah, this is looking great. I'm excited about this, and I'm looking forward to actually getting the video out, because like, dude, you just 2 weeks ago, I swear, just 2 weeks ago, this video was just like, I've gotten so much work done in 2 weeks. Okay, I did it. The video's done. It's uploading right now. I made like 3 drafts of it because there were a few things that I forgot, but it's done now. Everything is literally perfect, and now it's done. And I have a handful of thumbnails that I made this morning. Let me show you them. So we got this one. This one's fine. I don't know if I necessarily like the banner part of it makes this kind of work, but I also, it feels a little, I don't know, like I feel like your brain is not really going to process the no lighting lane very well here. So this was my original idea for it. The only issue is that I hate this one so much because I mean, it kind of works. It's just what I don't like about it is that it's like I'm holding up a phone, right? I have the little like X over the lightning lane, but no one knows what lightning lane is, I think, is something that, and it's something that I was struggling with my last video. You need to call it fast pass, but the thing is that it's not fast pass. Like I can't put the fast pass logo there because they don't really, there's not really like a commonly used fast pass logo. There is a lightning lane one, and it's this one, but you can't really see it with the X over it. And it's also not really commonly known, and there's also not a lot of good pictures of it out there. So it's just, I don't know, it's okay, I guess, because it's like, oh look, I'm on my phone, I guess, but like I feel like the average person would look at this and they just would not know what the hell this is. So that's why I don't really like this one. But then there is this one, and I think this is the one that I'm gonna go with because I like this one. It's simple, super, it looks very similar to the ones that like thumbnails that have worked very well for me. It's a little different because it's nighttime now, and that's the intentional decision because 12 hours, it goes into nighttime, but also like I don't want it to look too much like the other video right here. And the no fast pass right there, I like that, and in the orange because it's like opposite of the color wheel for like dark blue. This is good. I like this one. All right, you guys, that's officially a wrap on the video.
All right, and after all that, the video's done and it's posted and it's all ready to go, and we get to post the video officially. I hope that this gave you insight into this process and just how long it takes and how crazy it is. Let me know if you want me to film any like post-production stuff for the Both Parks speedrun, because I'd imagine that's going to be my biggest project yet. It's going to be I'm assuming it's going to take from like 8 a.m. to 12 a.m. It's going to take a long time to edit that. And I don't even know if it's going to be it might be 2 parts. I haven't decided yet. I think I'm not really going to decide on that until after I film it. So I guess we'll see, but I've got a little bit more content. I don't know what order I'm going to post this stuff in, but I do have some more content coming to this channel specifically. I have a vlog that I filmed way back in August, kind of like what I showed you, but like a little bit more of just me having fun at Disneyland. I'm going to post that here. I also want to do like a California Adventure no lighting lane speedrun analysis. I'll probably be streaming that sometime soon. I don't know yet. It's my last semester of college right now. Okay, I'm busy, but I'll figure it out. But anyways, with that, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.